Friends, I'm changing the tuners on my Ibanez AS73. This is it. And first I want to say this guitar had great tuners on it anyway. That's them right there. I'm going to keep those and put them on maybe one of my cheaper guitars. This is about a $400 guitar I got on sale, or actually it was used. So why am I changing the tuners out if they were already very good? Well, because I just like locking tuners. I like it because it enables me to change the strings a lot faster, which makes me change the strings more often. And this is a guitar I'm going to be playing a lot because I absolutely love the sound and playability of this semi-hollow guitar. So I went on Amazon. I got these things called Hipshots. They were very highly rated on Amazon, and so I got the 3+3 chrome. That's 3 on each side. And it had a thing called a UMP, an UMP inside, the universal mount plate. So that's what these little guys here are. And so what these are, I have not checked to see on the new tuners, which this is them, or this is one of the Hipshots here. Looks like probably that drill hole there is not in the right position that I've had on the back of this one, because it looks like these are, on the old one, were angled off. As you can see, they come down at sort of a 45-degree angle back this direction. So what this UMP does, it's a little plate that goes on the back of the guitar, and these one slides inside the other. I'm having to hold the camera as I show you this, but it's like this. And then you can, pretty much any guitar, like this type of guitar, humbucking type, or guitar that just has its pickups 3 to each side, or not pickups, but tuners 3 to each side. You can slide this one way or the other, and it's a mount plate that keeps you from having to even put the holes in there. So I'm going to use this, and per their instruction, I saw a video online how to do it. So I'm going to see how this works, and we'll show you how it's comes together when it's all finished. Hopefully I have the camera angled in such a way that you can see what I've done here. The one slides inside the other, so you can make this so that it fits virtually any kind of hole it's wanting to, because I've got this thing sitting at an angle. It's going to be a little weird until I get the first tuning key in there. But that's going to go in the back side. The tuning key is going to go in there. I'm going to tighten it from the bottom side. And then this plate will come across the back, and I don't have to drill new holes where these old holes are. I don't have to modify the guitar in any way if I want to keep it more original. So you can see here the Hipshots come with the little sleeves. Screws, if you decide you want to use the screws, if it's drilled, so that it's, if you want to actually do that. And then these, I'm not going to use these screws, of course, but I'll use the washers and these little things that go into the tuner thing to hold them in place. So once again, you can see I've already done this one. It's a simple thing to do. You just slide this over the top of that. I just kind of got these laying down into the hole there. I'll go up underneath, slide it over, and spin it a time or two. Of course, I'll turn this over, you see, and do the tightening with one of these little guys. A 10mm is what it takes. Or at least it did with the Ibanez. I'm not sure what the Hipshot is, if it's 10mm or not. Looks pretty darn great. And yeah, what's kind of cool is these little slots here, these little nubs that stick up. That's what these are for. These are to like make sure that you're perfectly in alignment with your tuning peg there. Looks like I'm going to be a-okay. That one, make sure it slides a little bit more this way because of the curve of the headstock. So what I could do, I could pull this in like so. Push it in as far as it goes, and then we're nice and tight. We're going to be angled just right when we tighten down. So you want to push these in to the furthest extent. All right. Do the other side. Okay, so we got a finger tightened. I'm going to push in on these. Looks like I'm already in to the full extent kind of here. Now I'm ready to, maybe I am. Okay, I think I am. Now I'm ready to turn this over and do the tightening. Okay, so now we'll find out if that's 10mm or not. Is it? I think it is. I'm just going to finger tighten that. I don't do these things overly tight. It looks like it's pretty good. Nice and secure. Is that going to turn okay? Yep, it's going to turn just fine. Okay, great. Other side. Okay, so now I've spun this over, and you can see how that looks. Looks like like it's on there really good. I didn't have to do any modifications to the guitar if I ever decide I want to sell it and somebody wants it original. I still have these other tuning keys over here that'll work just fine. I can put them back on, or if I decide I want this on a different guitar, I'll do that. So I did buy the Ernie Ball Super Slinky 3-pack, which is much cheaper if you buy that on Amazon than it is going out and buying. You can buy 3 sets of strings for the price of 2, or maybe even less than that, really. So this is through Amazon as well. Some people would criticize me for putting on a semi-hollow 9s to 42s. Why not go with 10s? Well, Tony just likes to stretch his strings. So, and these have never really failed me. These are just a good gauge. Okay, I did apply some of the friction remover. Some of the friction remover from D'Addario. It's pretty good stuff. So I've put it on the nut here inside all the different string notches there. Okay, now she's all strung up. Very little time it took to do that. That was pretty awesome little experience there. I got to go tune up now and stretch these strings out a bit, but I'll show you how it sounds here just in a moment. Okay, so it's the next day after I installed these, and I have to say these tuners really are nice. Once I stretched the strings out and everything, got in tune, it stayed in tune really well. So good job, Hipshot. I mean, here's this kind of the little tone of the guitar. So they really do seem to stay in tune well. I've stretched the strings out. Superb. That's what they look like. And so it's pretty decent. I kind of like it doesn't seem to affect the tone or anything, having those little pieces of metal and all there. And it does keep you from having to to modify the guitar. I like not having to drill holes to put these tuners on. So Hipshot tuners are really nice. Oh, that's also my little tuner. Nordic Essentials makes these little tuners, which I highly recommend. They're just outstanding, and you get a 2-pack of them really cheap. So that's what was on here. Peace to all who watch. Subscribe to the channel if you like.